Alrighty, welcome back. Last time we entered the Tomb of the Eaters and managed to find our way through the underground area through compacted bones where, well, I guess the lower folks were and still are being buried. We traded with a gigantic gelatinous mass that seemed to have an old artifact of very repulsive description inside of it, and we also kind of got this. We also got a bunch of psionic weapons, which may or may not be useful. I'm actually going to try and use the psionic sturdy mace this time around, because it's a one-handed weapon, so I can still use my shield. And we then managed to get through the machinery, through the crematorium, which was over here, and now we have landed in the Landlords and Changers Tomb of the Eaters. I set up a recoilless waypoint right here, and what I'm going to be doing here is I will actually briefly teleport back over to Gridgate. So I kind of don't necessarily want to... I would like to do this entire tomb in one go, but there is a particular complication I realized with our current party composition if I don't handle it properly. So I, in fact, would like to handle it properly. So I will need to briefly get another one or two recoilless for later down the road. And that's going to be my main objective to do, let's put it this way. So I'm going to, real quick, recoiler over to Gridgate, activate. Then we're gonna ask Ooh to make us 2 more recoilless. Programmable recoilless. 1, 2, let's make 3. And that's good enough for me. And domination. Give me these, please. Thank you very much. And we're immediately just going back. So, I'm going to go ahead. I think it's the second one. Replace the cell. And put a new solar cell in there. Activate, we're back. Alrighty. Let's see how this is going to go. So we see these dusters, urn dusters, just kind of walking around. These are robots that are just minding their own business, dusting off the urns of the various people remains resting here. And we can also take a general look around to see what we find. There's another statue of an eater, whatever that is. There's a funerary urn. Dream in the light of Gauss, Balese. Ken, non-Moloch her at home. I have absolutely no idea what that means, and I believe most of these are probably randomly generated in description. And I'm not sure whether there's going to be anything in particularly interesting. These walls are ornately carved marble, so these are definitely of the higher ranks of people. This is the columbarium. Columbariums, if you're not familiar with that term, is basically like an ornate shelf for urns to store the remains of, well, let's say various people. So these people here are not, were not wealthy enough to get their own entire burial site or grave, but they still were rich enough that they got a spot in the nice looking columbarium around here, it seems like. And there's more of these statues. I don't even know what it's supposed to represent right there. This one looks pretty fancy. It's like a 4-armed creature. Could be an insectoid or just humanoid with multiple arms for all I know. And let's see. Let me just auto-explore. Because apparently in this entire area we are fine to just wander around without the bell tolling. Or at least we are tomb tethered, so we don't have to worry about that. It is possible that saving and quitting Oh, okay, my character would like to go through that wall for some reason. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else to explore. You just broke down this lava wall. Anyways, it seems my... Well, basically saving and quitting could possibly remove the belt holding effect. Anyways, let us go up north because that is the only place where we currently can go towards, and you sense a psychic presence foreign to this place and time. I would prefer if that wasn't the case. It is currently daytime, and as you might be able to tell, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think we have natural sunlight going around here. Let me actually see if our batteries recharge. No, they do not, so we are still technically inside. Alright, let's see what we may encounter here. Ah, there you are. This is one more of these guys from the dreary octahedron. Extra-dimensional goldfolk thrall. What's a thrall? Okay. Alrighty, guys. You are allowed to immediately go and attack this thing. There might be more than one. There actually likely is more than one. But... oh, issues lasers, okay. We should generally be quite okay in a lot of circumstances. And as you can see, each and every turn, both Ubu and Bardo are so absurdly fast in their movement speed that they just dash so much further ahead. What are you doing, Ubu? Where are you going? Also, that Thunderbind from Chewie is so crazy strong. It might actually... Chewie just absolutely nuked that thing from a distance. Let's be careful, there could be another one. He didn't even get to do anything. Actually, well, he shot a bunch of lasers, but it's not like it's particularly dangerous. Let's go auto-explore this map. There appears to be another way up north. Actually, that makes sense, because there was a conveyor belt going up north and one going down south. Okay, more painted funerary urns for the life of Mexis, another sultan. And there's some glass that we have absolutely no qualms about destroying. This could be leading outside. Burnished azure room is to the right from here. So maybe I guess this doesn't necessarily lead outside. Anyways, well, we are kind of in the center of this Tomb of the Eaters. Let's head one staircase up. Use well of inspiration to cook a mouth-watering meal. And welcome to the chaos. We are starting over here, and there's a lot of these crypt ferrets. These are honestly quite annoying, because they just dash around pretty quickly. As you can see, they are sprinting just the entire time. They love to just grab items from out of various tombs and anger various robots and creatures, and generally speaking are kind of difficult to take down if you are not necessarily adept at fighting at range, because they have really high evasion. So I'm just gonna allow my minions, friends really at this point, to just attack on their own volition. Apparently they're not attacking the crypt ferrets. That is interesting. Also, that crypt ferret is latching onto this cupola, which is interesting, because I believe this means this thing actually cannot move because it's been latched onto. They basically stick their teeth into their victims and then start dragging them around. Oh, one of you guys is dashing. Oh, now you guys are attacking the crypt ferrets. Okay. We get 325 experience for one crypt ferret to be defeated. And... paralyzed. One nice thing, if you use a stinger to paralyze enemies, it ignores evasion, if I'm not mistaken. So it's basically guaranteed paralysis on enemies. Oh, there's a bunch of turrets there. Those are not friendly. And those are rocket turrets, so they shoot exploding stuff. Oh, and that cupola burned through the ground, so there's now a new place to go down into, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't let my minions run rampant and free. Because they're generally stronger than the Crypt Ferrets, but I'm worried that there's some other stuff around. There, Bardo just took 43 damage from this turret right there. I'm gonna tell Bardo and Uwu to try and take out this turret as quick as possible. There must be a Tinker around here somewhere. Ooh. Maybe I should be running back. Actually, I'm gonna sprint, release adrenaline to increase quick movement speed, and try to go forward. Okay, that's a lot of damage there. Actually, the damage numbers might be from the walls that are taking the damage. Ooh, no, it's not. Boo Boo, get over here. I need to heal you. Bardo, try to knock out that turret as soon as possible. Basically, my biggest worry right now is that a rocket explodes here and explodes the rockets that were left over from the other turret. Okay, it is not a good... Oh my god. There's more, huh? You guys engage defensively only. Oh, why is that aggressive? Okay. This is a crypt sitter. Probably one of the ferrets grabbed stuff out of the crypt, and the crypt sitters only become aggressive if you open up the sarcophagi. And this is what happened here. Okay. That is terrifying, honestly. So I need to tell you guys to only engage defensively. You are dazed. It seems like there's not much of another danger around for now. But I'm still going to apply Salve Injector to you, friend. You're immediately back to white health, that's good. There's another one of these turrets, what the heck? Boo-boo, hit the laser turret, please. Oh, did you put it to sleep? It's being latched onto. Oh, because you use your metal hammer to latch onto machines. Okay, I'm not dealing any damage to this thing. I'm pretty sure. Alrighty, guys, I need you to engage only defensively, because running into turret fire is very unhealthy for us. Defensively only. Okay, we look to be okay for now. Gonna wait until party is healed. Oh-ho. And we have a gorged growth coming our way. Looks like we're fine again, but honestly, many explosions happening at the same time is scary, because we have really good defense and some of us have really good evasion on top of that. But all of that defense and evasion does absolutely nothing against enemies that just use explosions. Alrighty. Gorge growth is dead. Let us wait until the party is healed. And we look to be good. There's some extra laser rifles, jacked laser rifle even. I'm not actually that interested in them. Again, we don't have any money problems. So, in these crypts, there's these sarcophagi. Plus 3 armor value to occupant and minus 14 defense value to occupant. And also in here we are tomb tethered. Okay, the bell is tolling in 120 turns. And inside these crypts we are tomb tethered because we are in resting places. There's strange tubes in this one here. I'm interested in identifying them. A slender blast cannon, okay. That is a heavy weapon, so it reduces movement speed unless you have the tank trait. I actually have no idea what the heck a blast cannon is. It does have an antimatter cell in it. And it will disassemble into interesting bits, but frankly I'm more interested in just keeping the peace for the ones resting. There is, to my knowledge, no real downside aside from having to fight the crypt sitters when you need to deal with them. So this is kind of a normal one here. This is a crypt sitter here. Even if I just open this reliquary, we would need to fight the crypt sitters. What I did last time is I was so worried as to what things can do, so I just didn't touch anything in my first run through here because I did not know what to do, what to expect. In this one here, I'm actually mostly just curious what is in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out these crypt sitters. Also gives experience, I suppose. I'm gonna tell my minions to just attack that guy. You did not need to multiply yourself. I also don't know how dangerous these crypt sitters are. We open up this thing. There's jewel-encrusted space wood and chiral rings in there. Okay. Oh, that guy's still alive. That thing is pretty sturdy, huh? 775 experience. He was kind of under the crypt, apparently. Anyways. I'm mostly interested in what is in there. The ferrets. Oh. Ornately engraved marble door with a plaque. I didn't realize these doors had written things on them. Inside rests the merciless duelist of the tribe of Taradaras, Kasalatul. Wardenship, hammers, and the powerful, clear-cut and definite thought. He is very striking. Okay. Sheltered here under the gauze are the militant saviors of the family of Jai you met. Threaten adversaries with advanced age. So wait, you threaten them by telling them that they are gonna grow old, or you sap the youth out of them. Maybe that is actually kind of terrifying if you think about it that way. Okay, there's probably still a bunch of crypt ferrets around. There's also this door over here, ornately engraved marble door with a plaque. Inside lies the Artapater family. Meet battle with distance. Why? It's because I'd rather not talk. Which is very fair. Tomb tethered. And, well, there's also these grave goods, which I think is just for, you know, keeping things friendly and stuff. Chewie! Chewie, where the heck are you? And the gorge growth has grown again. So yeah, gorge growths are gonna just grow all over the place, because people are fighting as we are entering the area. They are reasonably beefy. We don't knock them out too quickly, but we are not particularly endangered by them either, I think. Although I'm frankly not entirely too sure about that part. Alrighty, I'm gonna tell Boo to attack, I'm gonna tell Chewie to attack, and I'm telling Barda to attack as well. Oh, and this thing has apparently a flurry type attack. Chrome Stilt, and a weird artifact. Wonder what that weird artifact is. Maybe I should take control of Boo and try to dismantle or disarm him. Maybe she does that on her own sometime. Okay, I think it's very dead now. Let's see, I see nothing. Bloody oiled mummified corpse enclosed in a bloody oily sarcophagus. Okay, well, I suppose it's a crypt. I'm curious what's in here. Some grave goods, 20 turns. We're gonna wait a bunch of rounds until the bell has tolled. Because I would like to not get teleported back to the beginning of this area. Then we check out the other side. We are tomb tethered once again, and the crypt sitter is over here. I always want to have Dewey in the front. Chewie is stuck in the puddle. Cannot move her. There we go, now you can move. Always want Chewie in the front because she's the one that can paralyze enemies. It is dazed. Then Bardo. And you as well. And I'm gonna try and see if I deal any damage. Let's see. You attack. You don't penetrate the crypt sitter's armor with your psionic sturdy flawless crystal mace. I'm pretty sure I just don't deal damage because this is a robot, so maybe psionic weapons are not as crazy powerful as I thought they were. Alrighty, this worked out pretty well. Let's see what's in here. Weird artifact. Sturdy ninefold boots. Okay, these are very interesting. And basically, the short version about ninefold boots are, if they are powered, I think every 3 or 4 steps you take, you teleport 9 squares towards the direction you're facing. I'd like to close this door, please. Guys, come out of here. I'd like to close the crypt doors. Close that one too. I think that is just the nice thing to do. Then again, I'm pretty sure crypt ferrets can open up crypt doors, so there's not much of a point in closing them. But, oh well. Oh, there's another crypt ferret down there. Just running amok. Hi. Hey, Chewie, can you knock this one out? As you can see, the chance to hit is not great, but Soundmind is absolutely going to destroy that guy. I wonder what kind of creature a crypt ferret belongs to. Or faction. Let's see, we're tomb tethered again. Chewie, why are you always the last one to enter? It's a bit inconvenient, I will say. Oh, we can actually move the crypt dude around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell Chewie to attack. I'm going to take control of Hubu in the meantime. And I'm pretty sure with the dueling stance and swipe, I should be able to try and disarm this guy. Let's see. You take... Chewie. Swipe your blade at the crypt sitter. You critically hit. Okay. So I don't think this did what I hoped it would do. Yeah, no. Flurry. So I thought maybe we would be able to disarm the crypt sitter of its weird artifact, but maybe not. Anyways, and domination. Oh, is it gone? Yeah, it's gone. Okay, I'm checking the right hand side once again to see whether there's anything unusual in the area. A painted pistol. You're puzzled. You're puzzled. You're puzzled. You're puzzled. That's a space annulling space inverter. Let's see, nulling. When powered, this weapon astrally burdens its target on hit. Alright. Also, painted with Corax's memories. More tomb tethered. Do you think it's because of the crypts it is that the items are still in here, despite there being grave robbers all over the place? I think it's entirely plausible. And I'm just destroying these guys. A lacquered cycle flesh gun. Okay, we know this. I don't know how good it is. I need to make a character that isn't just relying on minions at some point. Well, I say minions again. It's more like friends, I guess. Oh, hi. So this guy, the crypt ferret's vicious bite latches onto you. So this thing just bit me, and if it's running away, it will attempt to drag me along with it because I'm latched onto it. But unfortunately for the crypt ferret, its dodge value didn't really translate into it dodging a whole lot. Also, these trees are fake. There's another crypt ferret right there. Just hit that thing, please. It is paralyzed. Now we can just hit it, because when you're paralyzed, you don't have any dodge value. And I think that's the only thing these crypt ferrets really have. Really ridiculously high dodge. Recalled in 40 turns, so let's just wait inside the crypt real quick. Oh, there's a gorged growth. You guys can go and deal with it, that's fine. Right, because I knocked out the crypt ferret on top of that place. I guess this is technically a way to... You're not recalled? I guess it's technically a way to farm experience. Just farming gorged growths. And there's another one here. I'm actually curious. The Gorge Growth does not have a conscience yet. A consciousness you can make psychic contact with. Okay, so I cannot dominate it. I was curious whether that would result in anything. Learning about that thing. And there's more Gorge Growths. You guys can knock them out if you like. And... well... we are in kind of like the central area, vertically so to speak. I believe on the far right side of the complex. So we are central east. If you think of the area as 3x3, actually I think it's a 5x5. I'm pretty sure we are central east, but this upper area here might just be a 3x3 region from what I know. There's another crypt ferret on the far right, but I'm not too concerned about it. Let us see what is north from here. I miss a slime-stained... I don't know what I'm attacking and trying to go north. What am I attacking? Oh, it's a crypt ferret, of course. Of course. These things have a ridiculous amount of evasion. Alright, friends. Please knock out that crypt ferret that decided to harass me here. Well, I guess I technically harassed it, but I did not know I was attacking it. Ideally, Chewie would go and duplicate before doing anything else, so we would have multiple clones that could use Sundermind. So I'm just gonna spend turns, see what's happening. This crit ferret just jumped over. Let's try to knock it out. Uber should be able to paralyze it if she gets to charge first. She did not get to charge first. Those are gone. You can try and hit the other one. Alright. Also, I do wonder if I can clean this so it doesn't make Gorged Growths. Clean. Alright, the Chewie now has the very convenient ability to use Sundermind multiple times if I saw that correctly. You attack this one, you attack this one, you attack this one, and you attack this one. I'm hoping that 3 or 4 of these crypt ferrets are gonna be just gone. We're level 32. We gain 1 mutation point. Very nice. Which I believe means... oh, no, I need 1 more point to get another mutation. Any skills I would like to invest into? Maybe. We could get Conatus for sprinting an additional 10 turns. Mind over body, so we hunger 1/6 of the time, but... or 1/6 of the speed. But we don't have enough... well... willpower for that. Oh... I actually have enough to be able to lunge and swipe myself now. In the dueling stance and attempt to disarm them. I can disarm opponents now with my stance and swipe. Oh. I didn't realize. Oh, it's probably because I got the extra stats from the 2 nectars that I got super lucky with. Alright, the Gorge Growth still grew out of the ground, even though I tried to clean it. Predictably so, I suppose, because we're cleaning up this mess, but... there's another Gorge Growth right here. I cleaned up the mess, but where did I clean it to? Well, I just dumped out the stuff onto the ground, so... it kinda makes sense. More Crypt Ferrets going down. Chewie, can you attack this guy with this one? Very nice. Basically, trying to deal with Crypt Ferrets is a hassle, because they both run away, and they have high dodge value. I'm latched onto now. Well, that's very inconvenient. I actually could just phase through that guy, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna tell Bardo right behind me to attack this thing too. And I'm gonna tell Ubu to attack this one as well. Very nice, good job friends. That is 2 more down. Oh, what the heck are you? Dagasha. There is no mouth here, and yet it screams. A stringy and sharp whine, too high-pitched for ears. Unalgebraic points of wickedness sheet its entire serpent body, and slit eyes by a tortuous path forward. It has writhing spikes all over its body. Well, it's friendly. I don't know what faction it belongs to, but I'm not complaining that it's friendly. Oh, something got dragged through the ground by the cupola. Our minions should be strong enough to defeat a slime, even if they were to get attacked by it. Alright, Chewy. Attack this crypt turret with this guy. I'm hoping that you just use Sundermind on them, because that is the easiest way to take care of them. Was there another one? There's another one right here. It's actually much closer than I thought it was. You attack this crypt ferret, and you attack this crypt ferret. Alright. Please attack this crypt ferret. Okay, I was hoping you would have... Oh, no, you have Sundermind active. You just choose to go melee first. There we go. My goodness, Chewy just being so powerful is crazy. Hi! The jagged serpentine entity stares you down, twitching faint half-strikes in your direction, as if goading an aggressive response from you. Though it has no mouth, it is not silent. Piercing the air is a strange external tinnitus, the whine of an ancient view screen. Oh! We can offer it the repulsive device. Let's trade? Okay, so this is one of the options. I would absolutely love to know what the heck you're about first before I do that, though. Like, this is very spiky. Could say spicy even. Hi. I was hoping I would be able to inquire as to what the heck this thing over to the right is, but I do not have an option. So this is probably the second of 4 possible options. Assumedly it is 4 options. I don't technically know. Although something or someone died over here. Oh, it was the ghost perch. I believe these are the glowfish, or well, the fish that are around here. We're recalled in 140 rounds. And there's just a bunch of crypt ferrets here. Somebody's running. Oh, right. The crypt ferrets love to run. They are not, like, just always running away. Sometimes they just dash at you and latch onto you and then start dragging you away. Because they have that axe ability that allows you to just attack and drag at the same time. Go, get them, Ubu. Preferably there's no grave moss around here, but well, we'll see. We don't seem to have any trouble with the gorge groves. I do wonder whether they can be problematic, but I genuinely have no idea. My goodness. Oh, right, Ubu has also the absurdly high extra agility from her legendary traits. Which is why she is hitting those crypt ferrets pretty reliably beyond the paralysis, which is fantastic for us. 100 rounds until we get recalled. There's a gorge growth. I like to just clear out these areas before opening up these crypts, because again, the crypt ferrets can just decide to... Wow, you were on the left side pretty quick. They can just decide to go ahead and steal all the items. 80 rounds. Oops, I did not mean to destroy that wall. Oh hi, there's another crypt ferret right there. Ooh, get him. $60 rounds. Let's go into here. Let's see what's around. Another crypt set. This tomb looks a bit different. It has holograms of 2 eaters. Maybe these are the ones that are deceased in this location. Who knows? Alright, Dewey, please do your work. take care of this guy. So yeah, I'm not necessarily playing a bad guy, but I'm also not really playing a good guy in this. You're dismembered. I'm gonna try and swipe your... Oh, I'm in the defensive stance. Right, I'm not in... Why am I in defensive stance? I was supposed to be in aggressive at some point. I'm gonna go into dueling stance. Or attempt to. Yeah, they're not that dangerous. I see no interesting items. So let's see what's in this. Just some grave goods. Oh. The crypt sitter dies. Huh. I didn't realize I was still alive. I did not show anything about this. I hear probably crypt verdict sprinting. Tomb tethered. You can attack this, please. I'm gonna swipe at it. And I don't appear to be able to disarm it. And it is dead. Let's take a look as to what we find. A vial of brain brine. That could be interesting to use, but again, I'm mostly curious what is in there, rather than trying to, you know, grab items. Let me go ahead and attempt to make a camp. Can I make any camp here? I can. I can make a camp in the middle of the... area here. Preserve fresh foods. Do I have any exotic foods that need preserving? I guess I could preserve the horse room. Whip up a meal. Actually, no, not whip up a meal. I would like to cook with ingredients. Let's use oily dilute salt, because why not? And some bear jerky. Oh, I was inspired. Guaranteed to be tasty if eaten while hungry. I believe that's usually what happens when you put anything salt into your food. Alright. Gonna just wait. Ooh, it slips on the oil. Alright, let's take a brief moment to clean all of our items. Clean all of your items. Oh. You don't need to be cleaned. You probably need to be cleaned. And clean all of your items. Apparently you're fine too. Okay. So I did not actually encounter any of these purple guys when I first ran through here, but I also had no idea what the heck I was doing, and I was way too nervous to do anything crazy or explore too much, because I just ended up running mostly straight through the area. Well, I say straight through. Took a while until I found the exit, because that one is kind of difficult to find, to be completely honest. Alright, guys, you can go and take on the crypt fight. Hey, there's a Mopango over there. Okay, you got him. Good job, friends. There's a bunch of Mopango over here. Hello. Peace, friend. Peace to you as well. Do you guys have any hunks of cheese? No, it's probably just that weird water vine dude. There's another random hole in the ground here. Oh, that looks like a different one. This is Yona. Maybe you know about this creature. What have we here? Approach, friend, and be known. I am Moth2. Who are you? Moth2, greetings. I am called Yona. Thou seemest unlike most other climbers. I wonder why. Have you a credo? Yes. Anyone may strike a slumberling once. Why are you here? Hast thou seen it? Out there? The spiny eel-like creature. That is the Gasha. Angry one. Lost child. Thou canst feel the hostility pour from it in waves. Yet it attacketh not. We could. I seek to use what is repulsive device. I am consumed by curiosity. How it resembles the children in make. May I hold the device in communion? You may. Ah, sorry, I accidentally double-clicked. Yona gasps upon touching the repulsive device, and her eyes go wide, silent and still for nearly a minute, until the repulsive device tumbles from her claws and you catch it. What was that? I need to know more. I know I cannot. Key to a lock of self? I feel great intellect and charisma bound in Dagasha's prison body, the mind of a leader or a tyrant. Too much to know, too much unknown. Thy will have great weight, wanderer. Wilt thou free Dagasha? Oh, okay, so it could be a great leader or a great tyrant in Dagasha that we could free. I was actually really hoping to learn more information about Dagasha before I needed to make any choices, and that is pretty much exactly what I'm given here. I'm given information, great intellect. So I'm actually very curious about this one. This is kind of high on my internal priority list to just give it over to Dagasha, because I don't know anything about the vroom vroom or whatever the bug is called in the earlier area. So I would be more inclined to give it over to this creature just to see what would happen. So, of the two choices that I know of, which I can only make one because the other one is, well, it got eaten by a slime. This is the one that I would currently choose, so I guess I'm not too distraught by the charger bug being gone. I apologize, I do not remember its exact name. But it looks like a charger bug, which is a Pokemon. Okay, goodbye, Crypts. A blood gradient hand vacuum. The heck is a hand vacuum? Also history from Reshef. Blood sieved of chunky pieces sloshes around the canister of tetraxenoclas. Vacuum pressure sucks air in through the barrel, and slits on the slide stop vent of metronomic belch. So it's a hand vacuum. Is this a ranged weapon, or is this more like a you suck blood from enemies kind of deal? Okay, Rebecca died of clot rot. On her deathbed, Reshef forgave her and absolved her of sin. He allowed her to be buried in the village of Ezra, outside the gate of the tomb to Eatus and beneath the shadow of the spindle. Right, we've seen her grave. I'm just curious to equip it automatically. Okay, it is a ranged weapon. Well, is it really though? Let me just shoot at a random point. Your blood plasma vacuum fails to penetrate the polished black marvel's armor. So it's literally just shoot blood plasma? It is a pistol type weapon. That is fascinating. Let me put it back. Yes, I would like to put the thing back. Oh, I completely forgot about the precision nanon fingers. I wanted to figure out whether that is particularly useful for one of our buddies, but I couldn't really think of anything in the immediate time aside from just having increased chance to crit. Okay, 180 rounds. Let's continue searching the edges of the map. Hi, there's a crypt ferret. Ubu, please knock it out. It is paralyzed. This is the nature of the crypt ferrets, of course. This one is your job. It seems like she duplicates herself, and the duplicates are said to be engaging defensively as well, only. Oh, right. Life saps. I forgot about you clowns. Good thing you didn't drain my life. They are not particularly strong, but the imminent danger of just getting your HP permanently drained is just severe. Alright, I think we are in the central area, are we not? We came from the south. Let's see what's in the north. Hey, little friend. Actually, it would be kind of neat if you guys were friends, but... Well, Ubu gained a level. Let's see, Ubu, what do you find in your level up? We're gonna just keep giving you more multiple legs. Plus 160 movement speed. She moves 2.5 times faster than a normal creature. Oh, I need to smell more crypt ferrets. Right, that would actually make sense, huh? I could actually just run around with Ubu, going for these guys. Judge, unfortunately you missed. The stinger is on cooldown. It is paralyzed anyways. Swipe. And that's everything she wrote. Ubu does get like 650 experience per creature here because she's not as high level compared to my character. Right. Good enough for now. 60 rounds until we are recalled. Just curious whether there's an exit somewhere around here. 40 rounds. Man, 20 rounds are so quickly over. Freeze grenade. Tomb tethered. Wait a few rounds. I used my sprint because I wasn't sure I would make it otherwise. Have we checked these ones already? We have. Yes. So there's an exit to the east in this room here. I should make kind of notes as to where I'm walking. So this is kind of like one room north, because we went west, north, east, I believe, in this scenario. There's a bunch of crypt wardens, Hoof and Dervish, and an Ixlug. Oh dear. Oh, and the grave robber down here got jumped by this thing. And we find a Trining Lamprey. Thankfully they're neutral towards us because knocking them out is tedious. But I do have a normality gas pump if that was ever necessary, I guess. Okay, the Dervish are getting jumped by the Crypt Ferrets. That one just deal 58 damage to an Ixlug. Jeez, you deal a lot of damage. Okay, you can hit the Crypt Ferret right next to us. Chewy, hit this Crypt Ferret here. And Bardo, try to help the Grave Robber as well. The more bodies that are around and are not us, probably the better for us in the grand scheme of things. Because then other creatures get attacked instead of me. Huh. These guys are having trouble against... Oh no. Rip that grave robber. I didn't see there was a cupola. Saved him from the ferrets, only to be eaten by a big slime. So, if you don't know, Trining Lampreys, the gimmick is they are not particularly strong individually. They do have an attack that consistently deals damage because it's a psychic attack or psychic bite. And the problem about them is, while they don't do much damage and don't have much health, if you kill one of them, they will just instantly respawn as soon as the other one gets around, because they will just duplicate themselves back into the Trinity. They also cannot be too far away from each other for what it's worth. Also, speaking of for what it's worth, let me have you attack the Dervish. Actually, let me send... Oh, Sundermind does not deal that much damage to this thing. They have pretty good mental armor, it appears. It is still good damage. And I believe they don't actually have that much maximum HP. So... I think that Dervish is actually just being held into place and would like to attack me, I would guess. But the Crypt Ferret are just attacking it all the time. Alright, Chewy, attack that guy please. Bardo, you can attack him as well, and so can you. I might have accidentally inputted Ubu to attack Bardovax, which would be less than desirable. Okay, Dervish down. Alright, you have your Sundermine, I think, active or available again, so let me just instruct all of you to attack these Crypt Ferrets, hoping that we have an easy way to deal with them sooner rather than later. Alright, I think we're good. Yep. Right, there's at least this Crypt Ferret on the top right here. Oh, it's getting sundered. Excellent. Alrighty, Psionic Flawless Crystal. You know, I don't know how to get psionic weapons. Also, I don't know what the word long bomb means. Maybe I should look that up. So I'm just grabbing these psionic weapons because that feels like something that is reasonably valuable to me, potentially. I do wonder whether my attack with those psionic weapons would work well against the Crypt Ferrets, because they could potentially ignore their high dodge value. Anyways, there appear to be windows below south. Where did that come from? Is this a different area? Oh, there's Scorched Growths and Shining Lampreys on the east side. There's a whole mess of things. I'm just gonna let them to it. Okay, there's just the Burnished Azurum. I was wrong, I did not come from south. Let me actually real quick backtrack while they're fighting each other out, I guess. Over to the east. Where did I come from? There's a staircase up, so this would be the way forward for all I know. But I am keen to just explore the entire floor before I do this, because we might find the other creatures that we can free with the repulsive device. So we did come from south. Oh, but we came up the staircase, which I guess the staircase must be the central place. Maybe to the east of here is where the spindle resides. That seems reasonably likely. Like, if I were to dig through here, I would find the spindle just going up again, because basically this entire building is kind of a big circular thing around the spindle. Alright guys, I would like for you to deal with these Crypt Ferrets, because they are not going to get any less annoying. Bard is going to have the most trouble dealing with his, but he will still be able to do really well here, I think. Nice, good job, friends. There's more Crypt Ferrets around here. We can also go south here. Presumably south is a similar case, where there's a staircase up and two to the east. So let's go south and find what's over there. But before that, let us be crypt bound. Oh hey, there's a Crypt Ferret just trying to steal things. Hey Barda, would you like to knock out a Crypt Ferret? Oh wow, you're hitting pretty well. So did I. Alright, 40, 20, there we go. One of the buttons allows you to rest for 20 rounds exactly, and that happens to be a useful denominator in this situation. A lot of Crypt Ferrets. There's a turret tinker. Which kind of turrets? Dynamic turrets, so if it's rocket turrets, that's super scary. Let's try to make our way over there as quick as possible. In the meantime, too, knock out this snail mother. I actually forgot there was a snail mother probably in the other area too. So I feel like I should go ahead and... Okay, the snail mother is dead. That's very good. I should try and go ahead and deal with the snail mother as soon as possible. Also, the turret tinker cannot go anywhere because the Crypt Ferrets are latched onto it. There's also this guy here, just a booster bot who throws syringes with various random contents in them. Which the dangerous part is, if you are afflicted by more than one boost at a time, it can have very adverse effects. I would prefer if that wasn't the case. And on top of that, there is this thing. This is a full Crete catapult. Basically, this is a ranged mechanical unit that will break holes into the ground for the targets it is attacking. Okay, Uber, you can hit this Crypt Ferret, please. Or not. Well, I guess you did hit. It is not in fact dead. I don't know where it went. Chewie, you attack this one. If you can duplicate first before attacking, that would be ideal. You're just attacking anyways, that's fine. Because I'm just mostly worried about the dynamic turret tinkers. Oh, there's another warden. Warden of the Sanctum. Basically, this appears to be the flock of Navarra's sorrow in this southern area. The northern area we were friendly with things, but here we are not. Okay, the full crit catapult is targeting the Crypt ferret, and it will rocket through the floor. If it stays... Oh, the Crypt ferret just moved one. Does it attack more than once? Oh, it does attack more than once. Okay. It is on cooldown. We have absurdly high movement speed, Ubu and Bardo. Please knock out that full crit catapult so we don't accidentally get knocked down a peg. And also, Chewie, you hit the booster bot. Maybe I should hit the booster bot first, because the full crit catapult likely is not going to be a big concern. There's a grave rover over there. He's not having a good time. Down south. Okay. That guy is dead already. Good job, Chewie. Can knock out this thing too. Bardo, why are you not attacking? Please go and attack. Help Ubu knock out this catapult. Chewie, why are you not attacking? Please, go and attack this full crit catapult, I just told you. There we go, good job, friends. Alright, Chewie, also knock out this Crypt ferret. Perfect, that thing is not gonna survive for long. Let's take a look at what this statue says. Shrine to Sarashir. Okay. We apparently knew that story already. Just an empty injector down south. Don't really care about picking them up. Just walking around carefully because there were dynamic turret thinkers. They might be dead by now. I was mostly concerned about the full crit catapult. This grave robber just threw a freezing grenade. You know what? Let me try and help him. Is it right to help grave robbers, or is the fate that they encounter what they deserve? I mean, let's be real, I'm not really any better than them. And if we know anything from the guy that actually told us about the Mark of Death and the grave of Rebecca, there are grave robbers that can be penitent and see the error of their ways. I mean, maybe it's not necessarily an error of their ways as much as it's just they could try and pursue greater goods. But realistically, if somebody's a scavenger of sorts... Oh wow. Oh right, you can't use Thunder Mine on these guys, they just reflect mental attacks. Nice, Chewie got a level. If somebody is doing grave robbing or anything like that, there's always the chance that this is not something that they choose to do, it's more something that they were driven by circumstances to do, right? Because you have to survive somehow, so if that seems to be your only reasonable option, to just go and rob some grave to get trinkets to be able to sell them so you can get food, how can you blame somebody for trying to do that? I mean, you could always say try to find something better, but that's always easier said than done, and doesn't consider necessarily the person's circumstances that, well, we are not necessarily privy to. All I know is that these grave robbers are not hostile towards me, and the ferrets tend to be, so we have a common enemy. Then again, these crypt sitters didn't do anything to us, but maybe it is more pleasant to them if we give them some time to rest sometime. Who knows? Crypts of the dead. There's more brain brine. you don't remember, Brain Brine kind of reduces your ego by 1, guaranteed if you drink it, but you can learn a secret, you can get skill points, you can get... Actually, I don't know whether there's much else you can do with that. I'm actually curious what happens if you cook with Brain Brine. You know what? I'm curious enough to try and figure that part out. So I apologize to anybody who... Well, whose brain might be in that brine. But knowledge has to be acquired. Choose ingredients to cook with. Oh, it's not an option to cook with the brain brine. Okay. Don't want to cook with neutron flux. That is actually mildly surprising. Well, let's just learn the secret while we're at it. Reveals the secret to the location of a settlement. Goatfall card. Alright, yes, I would like to store the brain brine back in here. Not too concerned about getting it, and if I need any, I could duplicate like 100 or so salesmen in the 60s tilt to get many more if I really wanted to. But I'm not trying to do power leveling or anything crazy like that. I'm just trying to explore the world and learn about it. Well, please, if you will. Nice. There was a fly over to the northwest. Where did it go? "40 rounds. Let's sit in this crypt for now. He also has some nice plant and ornate pots. These are not very talkative, or telepathic for that matter. Alright, everybody take this thing, please. Thank you. There's a mummified corpse, predictably in the sarcophagus just south of us. In here's just a bunch of grave goods. Alright, we're gonna wait 20 rounds, 20 more. That way we don't get recalled. Let's see what's over here. Do we attack first? For the stun chance. Bardo helps with trying to disarm the guy of limbs. And, well, the rest just attacks. Goodbye. Just grave goods in here. So this side doesn't seem quite as interesting as the previous one, but we haven't fully explored everything yet, I guess. Ah, this is interesting. It's a mimic corpse. Broken scales lay in flat tessellation. I didn't realize there was a mimic here. Alright, Chewie, do I have your Sunder Mind ready? Because it would be fantastic if you could just take out these flies with your Sunder Mind ability. That would be lovely. Okay, you're taking down one, and the other one too. Nice. Perfect. Because otherwise I would have to freeze them in order for them to stop flying. Which, you know, is very easy to do thanks to the freeze ray. Tomb tethered. This has not yet been robbed. Telling you to attack. Telling Ubu to attack. And telling all of your clones to attack, I guess. You guys got this. Just gonna check what's in here. An engraved bow. Ooh. It's a turbo. Master turbo even. Engraved this item with the scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Sharashir. Okay. We apparently knew that story already. Because it was not noted in our notebook, that's how I know. Because our character is very diligent about recording new information in his notebook. There's another way to go to the east and southeast, I think. 160 rounds. Aside from that initial scare with the turret tinker explosions, rocket turrets, we've been doing quite okay. Okay, there is not in fact a way to go out here. Let's see what's to the east. You sense the animus of a vast mind. And their vast mind appears to be a Droman merchant of sorts, because there's aggressive caravan guards just kind of lingering alongside it. Oh boy, this looks like a mess of creatures and everything. Let's take stock what we find. Of course, there's the crypt ferrets and stuff everywhere. There is Nook no longer. Ptah's bilateral owl. There is Kubakshud no longer. Ptah's maroon owl. I wonder whether Ptah is a reputation. It is not reputation, is it? Because otherwise I could get friendly with them. There is a mirror bug over here, and there's the psychic thrall. Okay, so there's just a singular mirror bug. These reflect some damage. We have Trauma Trader and Psychic Thrall. So, okay, so it's a Psychic Thrall, and the Trauma Trader just happens to come with his Caravan Guards on top of that, because that's what they always spawn with, which is why there's an entire assortment of these guys. So you have Psychic Thralls of a mirror bug and Trauma Traders, and the Trauma Trader also has the Great Saltbacks. There's a bunch of these High Dervish of the Sightless away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a step back to the west and just observe the scene. Are they fighting each other? Yeah, they are fighting each other. This is a mess of a scene here. This is gonna get real bloody, I think. Something is throwing rocks from the southeast. I don't even know what can throw rocks around here. Okay, I think these two are actually just heading straight for me directly. Okay. The biggest concern is, of course, if one of these guys has disintegration, then that could be big danger. So, what I'm gonna do is the following. I'm gonna step 2 steps forward, and then I will drop my ontological anchor here, which will make a normality field around this little section here, just kind of in a 3x3 area, which should destroy his force field as soon as he gets closer to us. And presumably he's trying to attack me. I'm also gonna berate him, just yell mean things at him. Okay, one more step. Oh, he has time dilation. Okay, we are running. I'm gonna run. I do not want to get afflicted by time dilation. I'm sprinting even. I should probably drop another ontological anchor here, but we can worry about that later. I'm not dealing with somebody who can reduce my quickness to 10 and increase his quickness to 200 or something crazy like that. Okay, I think you're done with time dilation, right? Yeah, now we just need to get into your force wall. You just confused yourself because I reflected that. Oh, your wall is gone. Chewie, your turn. Oh, is that a Psychic Thrall as well, by the way? Slint and Psychic Thrall it is. That's why I just jumped over here. Ubu, you hit this guy. And Bardo, you try to hit this guy once you're... Okay, so the Dromat Trader just jumped over here as well. It will get its entourage over here probably soon as well. Yep, there they are. Okay, he is being attacked. And he's very dead. That's one of the big guys done. The one with the force field. Chewie, go and attack the caravan guards. It would be nice if we could be friends with these guys instead, but unfortunately for us, that is not an option. Let me dominate this creature. The Droma Trader resists my domination. I don't know what mental armor you have, but I suppose that's fair, considering that otherwise I could in the early game just take control of the Droma Trader and drop all of the items for free. Presumably they have pretty good defenses against that. Alright, Chewie. You attacking this guy. You attack this guy. You attack this Great Salt back. You attack this Great Salt back. And you attack the Slint up there. Okay, the Slint is dead. So, Ubu, knock out the Dromat Trader. And Chewie. This Chewie here can also go after the saltback. Basically, these saltbacks have a tremendous amount of HP and armor value. Taking them down is not necessarily dangerous as much as it's just really slow. But one of our best ways we have to deal with them is using Sunder Mind and stunning them so they can't attack us on top of it. I'm just gonna spend turns. Apparently Barda's also just waiting. You can go and attack the saltback to increase or reduce its defenses too. There we go. Oh, Barda used the hook and drag ability. Just dragged it away from the group. Barda, stop doing that. If you take one more step south, you're gonna fall. Okay, I'm gonna no longer allow you to use hook and drag. Dingus! Let's hope this is not a particularly long fall. I'll deal with the snapshots before we jump after him. It should just be one floor, so it's perfectly fine. But I did not even know that hook and drag made a character do that kind of motion. Okay, one of them is gone. Let's knock the other one out. There's still another Paul's Owl, or whatever you want to call them, over to the east. By the way, we will be informed if... Ah, shoot. We got recalled. Where are we? It's a staircase up. Are we at the lower floor or something? No, I think we're at the north area. Huh. Forget where this is exactly. I think we need to go south from here. We would be informed if Bardo died from the fall, in case you're curious. So he's still alive, but it could also mean that he had enough maximum HP to survive the fall, for all I know. Also, I was actually looking at the chat box, looking for the timer, but I did not see a timer. Alright, sure, just knock out the salt back here, please. Boom. Turn on the 75 experience. Let's drop down. Where are we? Oh! Yeah, that's fine. We are back at the burning place. Hi, Bardo. See, this is why you're no longer allowed to use the hook and drag ability. That is just not okay, dude. Apparently there was a bunch of Crypts ferrets over there. I don't know if they jumped down from above or... Actually, we did see one of them get bombarded by the full Creed catapult, so... Probably just fell in from above. Okay. No danger, I suppose. Just a mild annoyance. Also, I think we might be in the southwest corner of the map right now, so maybe I can actually try and take more close stock as to where we are now. So we're now in the west side of the map, probably. So this is also the west side. There is no west exit, but to the right I expect there to be the spindle, so I think my assessment is probably accurate. Let's go back and not get recalled this time. We're gonna 40 rounds. Let's go to the closer crypt. But yeah, I had no idea that this is something hook and drag could make my allies do. I figured maybe he's gonna use the ability sometime. But generally speaking, I think it would be strictly better if you just attacked all the time. I don't think hook and drag deals much damage. Like, you get a free attack when you drag your opponent. I think that's what it is. Also, should we knock out this crypt ferret, please? Thank you. And that's about it. So, let's see. I think this was the caravan person. Soul as hell, I take one. That one is full charged. Painted bronze dagger. Apparently we already know the story, otherwise we would be informed that we took a new note. Okay, let's take stock here. There is a quartz baboon. This is not a thrall, but the mirror bug is a thrall. there is the Saltback who managed to not come over to the west because he probably was getting latched onto these guys. So you cannot actually have your minions teleport if they are being latched onto. There is a bloody dervish of the Sightless Way, injured. And, well, ready to attack us probably. So I'm gonna have Ubu and Bardo just charge this guy. They should be able to deal with this one. Ah, yeah, he's just straight up dead. There's another dervish of the Sightless Way. Let's see. I wonder whether this guy here is gonna try and attack us. We're just gonna stay at the entrance. Oh, you know what? The psionic weapons are probably great against saltbacks. Ah, this guy has time dilation. Oh, and he does have... Okay, that's fascinating. He does have time dilation and the what's it called? Disintegration. You know what? It's actually probably better if disintegration is not on my main bar at the bottom, so I don't accidentally press the button. What I will do is I'm gonna tell Ubu to go and attack him, because she's gonna be slowed down heavily, but her movement speed might just be good enough that she might get a turn in against him anyways. We have our quickness currently not lowered, we're not close enough to him. Okay, he's paralyzed. Just wait a few rounds. Ubu's quickness is like 10, probably now. Oh, and he's dead. Perfect, good job Ubu. That danger has been thwarted. Chewie, you can attack the dervish. That way we don't need to worry about that one anymore. Grab my ontological anchor back from the floor. And yeah, these guys have good mental armor, so Sundermind doesn't do a whole lot. But it does enough. Nice, good job, friends. Oh, hi. Reef Hermit and Death Pilgrim. Okay, Reef Hermit. We were in It Freehold earlier, and that is considered like a big coral reef kind of thing. I believe they come from that place. He slots a nuclear cell into her weird artifact. She does. Okay, let's knock her out before she can use her weird artifacts. I'm gonna swipe at you. Ooh. I disarmed you of your linear cannon. This thing is a pretty good weapon. It's kind of like the Vibro Capesh, functionally infinite armor penetration as long as it has charge, from what I can tell. That Reef Hermit. I wonder whether it's an innate ability of Reef Hermits to be able to teleport. It seems like the Reef Hermit teleports every time it takes damage. And seems to have a really good mental arm, because I think Chewie is currently... You disarm yourself of your willowy crystal, I guess. Oh. I tried the menacing stare, the Reef Hermit. I didn't realize I could swipe at myself. Okay, dealing with these Reef Hermits is really annoying, huh? Just keeps teleporting all over the place. What's up? Bardo, knock out the mirror back, please. And Ubu, start taking care of the ferrets. We gain 775 experience because the Reef Hermit died. Okay, Sundermind is a fantastic weapon against these guys, I guess. Considering they seem to teleport every single time they take damage. Which is really annoying. Alright. Chewie, take out the Crypt Ferret over there. Ubu, take out this Crypt Ferret. Bardo, take out this Crypt Ferret. Too bad the Great Saltback is not gonna be friendlier than it would be. Let me go ahead and equip... Oh, did I disarm myself of my other weapon as well? Why is... Oh, the automatic equipment of the Steel Aegis puts it on my weapon slot for whatever reason. That's a bit annoying. Let me go and see if I can hit the Great Saltback. 45! 33, yes. Okay, so this is what the psionic weapons are for. To deal damage to high defense, high HP enemies. Alongside Sunderbind, I guess. Yeah, you can continue hitting this Crypt Ferret Bardo. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Nice hit. Chewie, you can attack this Crypt Ferret too, please. Always great when your clones still have Sundermind ready. 140 turns until the bell tolls. Or well, I say until the bell tolls, but that's not technically true. Chewie, you got this one? Oh, I hit him. My damage is fantastic if I hit with this thing, and the enemies that actually have a consciousness I can attack, if you will. Ubu is gonna paralyze this guy, and there's that. There's another one. Chewie got this one. Yep. So, picking up the linear cannon could be useful just to dismantle it later, but it's quite heavy. And as we have established before, money is not a concern of this character at this point. That was 20 rounds. Alright, I'm gonna have Chewie attack this Crypt Ferret. Help whoever. Is the floor attacking? Oh, it's a mimic. It's a floor mimic. Wow. That is impressive. The floor is a mimic. That's quite fascinating. Okay, this one is empty. Probably the Crypt Ferret ate everything inside already. We're tomb tethered, wait 20 rounds. 20 more rounds, and we stay in place. Excellent. Alright, this room here seems to be mostly void of danger. Let's see if we find any more Crypt Ferrets hiding in the sides. We do. Find one here. I'll just have to knock this out. There's another staircase here. We've also found one up north we could have walked up. So there's like a northeast and southeast staircase so far. There's another Crypt Ferret. Just gonna let Chewie deal with this one. I'm gonna let Ubu deal with this Crypt Ferret. This is the part where we don't have anybody good to take care of ferrets anymore, just Bardo and me. Neither of us is particularly good at hitting these things. I guess Bardo hit actually pretty well right there. Oh, there's some Hurkhounds. These have acid wet fangs. Basically, if they bite you, they deal acid damage. They are labeled as trivial in terms of difficulty. If you remember, they were down in Bethesda Susa as some of the guard dogs from... Okay, Uwe, can you help too, please? As one of the guard dogs from... the Mechanimus that nested 20 strata deep in Bethesda Susa. Okay. Let's knock out this Crypt Sitter. It's actually kind of fascinating. Bardo is by far the weakest of our attackers, but he's also the guy that can just randomly dismember or even behead enemies, so he's still pretty powerful in his own right. In here we find some grave goods. 200 rounds until we need to worry about things. Oh, this guy's just lasering me. I did not anger that Crypt Sitter myself. But hey, at least we know now they do have lasers as ranged attacks. Also, it looks like it has now a green dot in the middle as its eye. Because it is hostile, presumably. I wonder if that one reacted to me opening up the crypt on that south area. I don't know how they technically work on a functional level. There's another brain vial. I'm sorry to anybody who is unhappy about me leaving those here, but I just don't feel the need to grab everything. I guess Brain Brine could at least be interesting, if nothing else. And on characters that are not using their mental attack, like Bardo and Ubu, it can only be really positive, right? I could even use Brain Brine on my character, trying to reduce my Psychic Glimmer. I suppose that's an option. Right, you guys can also help, please. Thank you. 140 rounds. Oh, that's an enemy. Mechanimist Houndmaster, Swarmer Alpha. Okay, so the hounds would have extra chance to hit. If you're right next to them, which is fair. You critically hit for 500 damage. Okay, some Azurum. Oh! Oh, that's not good. Sprint, increase adrenaline. Move out of the way, friends. Don't step in there, please. Bardo has fallen down. I didn't see the full crit catapult. I should have had Chui try to charge and stun it as early as possible. You must have a long blade equipped in your primary hand to swipe. Oh. There. Well. Oh god, Bardo. This is not a good place to be. He's lava covered and blood-stained. Gauntlets and boots. So here's the thing. What I'm gonna do, sorry Bardo, I'm gonna freeze you immediately. And it's still lava covered. Let me try to clean you. Actually, no. I know lava is really, really annoying to get rid of, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pour all the water we have onto Bardo. Actually, most of it's 30. Submit. I just really don't want his equipment to... Magmatic wet. Bloodstained, flawless. Clean your items. Okay. The boots are still magmatic. Clean your items. You're also just standing here, which does not help. Because I think you're standing on top of goop. Clean it with oil, sure. Okay, it's no longer magmatic. And we are not in a fun place. I didn't realize that we would be here. He landed in lava. Being in lava is really bad for us, because, predictably, it damages our equipment if we are through there. So, I'm just gonna do the easy thing, and actually, before I do anything, I'd like to have more water, please, because otherwise I'm gonna not drown, the other way around. Die of thirst. Okay, replace cell. Activate that. Back over here we are. So, it's gonna be a little bit until we get back to where we want to be. But, on the bright side, nothing worse happens. Just a bit annoying because magma is a huge nuisance to deal with. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait here until the bell tolled. There we go. Alrighty. Going southwest again for like the third time or something crazy like that. Then we are to the east. There's also a staircase on the left here for what it's worth. Okay, this is where the full crit catapult attacked us. I believe north is basically the spindle, nanon fiber. As I mentioned before, I believe that is considered to be a space elevator kind of thing, if you know anything of like near future sci-fi stuff. I guess all of these holes should have clued me in that there's a full Crete catapult somewhere in the vicinity. But I didn't realize. Actually, arguably, it would have been better if I went back up north. Well, actually, I didn't even go to the northern screen, did I? Oh, there's an annoying ferret. Let's try to take care of it. There's actually two of them. Chewie, where are you? Chewie. It's paralyzed. You know, if I need to use a... Nah, this is a fine weapon for now. How many more turns do we have? 80 turns. Let me just go in here. Rest for the remaining turns, so we don't have to worry about it. Oh, also something I completely forgot. I think Ubu leveled up, if I'm not mistaken. So let me dominate her real quick. Oh, wait, I gave her the skill point of the stuff already. That's okay. Can we give you anything else? Maybe poison tolerance could be something useful. Conatus would be great for extra sprint distance, but you can't have that right now. You are multi-weapon grandmaster. Yeah, honestly, poison tolerance feels like the only thing that is even remotely useful at this point. Maybe juicer. You may ingest an additional tonic without it reacting adversely to the tonic you all have already ingested. So that means, if necessary, I could inject Uber with 2 salve injectors at the same time. Regardless, what I would like to do is I'm going to... You can't cook with hostiles nearby. Oh, you see the crypt ferrets, huh? So I can't cook because she smells where the crypt ferrets are. That is actually quite annoying. Stinger. Paralyzed. Knock it out. Blurry. Knock it out. Oh, this thing just stole a vial of brain brine. Oh, the crypt ferrets themselves are teleporting. Charge. That increased movement speed is so absurdly good for Ubu. She can just easily catch up with these enemies or creatures. Oh, wait, there's not even a thing in here. What's in this one? Nothing. Okay. I guess there's only something where cryptids are. Anyways, what I wanted to do is I wanted to choose Lignin and Stark to cook with. And get extra quickness out of it. Sweet. So, if she wasn't already absolutely fast, she is even faster now. Let us take stock. Just a bunch of crypt rats. Or crypt ferrets, I guess. Yes. Oh, these are shooting lasers. Because they're trying to hit the ferrets. And they hit their body over there. I'll just go around the south side here. There's another crypt ferret just to the south. Let's try have Chewie take care of it. There it goes. And of course there's more of these crypt sitting guys. Attack and attack. Swipe. I guess you cannot... Oh, somebody set up turrets. That's not good for us. I guess you cannot disarm that crypt sitter. I wonder what its weapon is. You can stun turrets. That is fantastic news for us. You know what? I'm taking it. Maybe I should go back and... Oof. Grab the other stuff too. You hit this guy. I hope these are duplicates that are taking the hits here. You hit this guy. You hit this guy. You hit this guy. You hit this guy. Okay. Stun the turrets, daze the turrets. How did that take so much damage? Let's see. The crypt ferret flinches out of the way of the missile from the north. The oily rocket turret hits you with a missile for 5 damage. The missile explodes. I think there were missiles on the ground. And I took 44 damage. But it's way more than 44. It's like 120 damage that I just took there. I feel like that's not the entire story here. Yeah, why is it... Was I already pre-damaged without noticing? I don't think I was, but... Ow! How many more of those are gonna be here? I'm gonna eat an oreberry, just in case. So, note to self, I should just pick up the rockets on the ground, I suppose. You can go for the crypt thing. Let's try to find the turret tinker that probably is around here. Let's set these up. Actually, what I can do... Bardo, help me out here. Trying to take stock on which creature is where. What's on the far west? That's a grave robber. Something else is inside there. Just sniffing out all of the enemies and creatures. Okay, there's no turret tinker. Maybe that guy already died. Huh. This is where the smell is very useful, I guess. And there's a white ash here. Let me freeze it so we can actually hit it. Because they can fly because we are above ground, of course. It's actually kind of curious. We're still technically inside the building. But because we are above ground, I suppose they can fly here, which is mildly annoying, I will say. I think that crypt ferret just stole something. Because that's what they do when they grab something, they teleport away. Maybe just grab the rocket or something like that. You would be allowed to grab the rockets, I'm not complaining. Also, I'm gonna have Chewie start attacking these crypt ferrets on the northeast. Actually, no, let's take care of the crypt sitter first. I might go back and grab the other brain brine, because brain brine, I guess, is kind of a more rare commodity. And I didn't pick up all the other items in the stilt because I didn't want to power level. I just wanted to complete the quest previously. But here, I feel like it's more of a... Well, I managed to fight my way through this area so far. It's kind of my earned reward in a sense to be able to use these. Okay, one crypt ferret goes down. This one hopefully goes down as well. Then this one too. Alright. You can attack this one over to the southeast. Also, I think that grave robber exploded a bunch of grenades over there, because there is plasma there. That's the stronger poison, basically, from what I understand. Hit this one. As you can see, these grave robbers are trying to target the enemies, not me. But just by the nature of them having inaccurate weapons, they are reasonably likely to hit our allies too, so that is just very inconvenient. Let me freeze the white ash. Bardo, you can take that one out. I do wonder, enemies probably have no evasion when we freeze them. Salt encrusted dilute nervous, oozing salty unctuous pentasludge. Oh god. It's a pentasludge? If you remember, Nomo died to a on a tetrasludge. This one is one level higher, if you will. And it is hostile. And it's also nervous, which means it absorbed some brain brine. It's shooting stuff at us. Nervous unctuous dilute salt. Okay. I would like for everybody to come over here. Before we engage in combat with this thing. Take a step back. Yeah, you can hit that crypt rat. Okay. You're still attacking the crypt thing. Chewie, where are you? I would like for you to come over. There you are. Okay. Bardo, take a step over here. I would like for all of our characters to attack this thing at the same time. I can probably tank some hits. Chewie attacks first for the chance to stun. Then Ubu for the chance to paralyze. Then Bardo for the chance to dismember. Gonna release adrenaline. I'm taking this thing very serious. It is difficulty average, so maybe it's fine. I'm also gonna berate it just in case it has evasion, which would mean it has now reduced evasion. It is immediately stunned. Oh, okay, it's dead already. Maybe it wasn't that scary. But how did the sludge get formed here? Maybe it's just a random potential encounter here? I didn't actually read its name, whether it was like part of a faction or something like that. Which I suppose is possible. Also, I'm taking that Urberry. Bunch of laser pistols. This is where it would... Oh, Bob Cheek. I believe Bob Cheek you can use in order to... Or Urberries. Bob Cheek you can use in order to get like a really good level of resistance against being bludgeoning damage. It's kind of like a rubber gum injector, but on steroids. I think there's another one of these crypt ferrets everywhere. 40 rounds until we recall. Let's get to a resting place before we do anything else. You are carrying too much to move because you picked up the annoying... I wish I could tell the game that I don't want to pick up the missiles. Actually, I could just give the missiles over to the other guys. Alright, Ubu, hit this guy please. You hit this one that is latched onto me. Alright, how many more rounds do we have? Okay, that was actually it. So we are back just in time. Okay, anything I drop I don't automatically pick up, but it picks up the other missiles automatically. The Hurricane is paralyzed and then dies. And this thing has latched onto me, and it is also very dead. Chewie, you can knock out this next weasel. It's not a weasel. It's a ferret. Same concept, different species. Probably. I don't know if you call it species. Level 33! Wow. I've gained a lot of experience here, huh? Alrighty, we finally get a new mutation. Let us see what it's going to be. Spend mutation points? Yes, please. Alrighty. We could just get a natural freezing ray, which basically more or less does the same thing that my currently equipped weapon does already, so I don't feel a need for it. Triple jointed gives us extra agility, which that's kind of largely all it does, because I'm not really using much in the way of agility prerequisite skills, I suppose. Spinnerets, on the other hand, I can no longer get stuck and I get reputation with arachnids. I'm gonna take that, actually. I can also spin webs now for what it's worth. Let me actually see. Arachnids, 50 reputation. They're no longer going to be hostile for what it's worth. That is actually very nice. Alright, Chewie, you can attack this ferret here. And we're taking care of the Hurricane. Hello. And there's a graffitied sarcophagus. Okay, let's attack the Crypts here. It's impaired and dismembered. Swipe at it. And it's very dead. Oh, I slip on everything. A painted arc winder. I'm gonna leave that here, of course. Although, me leaving that here is likely not gonna matter much because the crypt ferrets are just gonna grab it at some point. Close the door. Zoom that again. Attack the thing. Attack the thing, please. I like how I need to specifically tell each individual clone to attack as well. Because all of them are set to be engaged defensively. Actually, do I like that? I suppose it helps. Okay, I'll take the brain. There's a lot of brain we find down here. There's another crypt ferret over there. Let's see if we see anything here. A Reshefty above statue. Friends, where are you going? Come over here. That's just a random Hurkhound in here, and you got him mind sundered. So of course another crypt in here. Bardo attack him, and Chewie attack him too. Good enough. Jewelry. You broke it. Oh no! Now I have to grab and put it somewhere else. I don't know what the jewelry is. Or can be for that matter. 120 rounds. So I think we're on the east side of the complex right now. Why did you get 2 levels from that, Chewie? Oh, because your duplicate also technically gained a level. That's kind of funny. "100 rounds until we're recalled." Alright. Let's wait for... the bell to toll. Dominate Chewie. Let's see, you have 6 mutation points. I missed another level up that you had at some point. Let's give you a new mutation. You apparently decided to rapidly advance sleep gas and electromagnetic pulse. Which I suppose neither you're using currently, and you don't have a proper physical mutation to put points into. Not like the AI would be smart enough to choose the correct one. At least I don't think it would be, but who knows. 4 mutation points spent for heightened hearing, quills, or regeneration. We are picking regeneration every single time here. Because, as you can see in Bardo, his armor is just not particularly great, or his armor value is not particularly great, because we can't equip proper armor on him anymore. So we pick regeneration. This also allows Chewie to easily regenerate limbs, if she happens to lose any. Which is, as you already know from my character, extremely helpful. Very good. Oh. And in case you're wondering, I believe auto exploration does open up the sarcophagi, if I'm not mistaken. So that means it will actually automatically aggro the crypt sitters. Also, in the meantime, I probably also missed a level for Bardo, I would think. Was it Bardo or was it Uwu? He has 1 mutation points, yep. Let's put this into extra legs. Once he gets plus 200 move speed, I think what I'll be doing is I'm gonna just invest the rest into quills, so he hopefully gets extra defenses out of it. Although, if I don't allow him to use his quill mutation, maybe that's not that important. Like, I currently have him not allowed to use the quills as an attack, is what I'm trying to say. Because it can destroy items around him whenever he uses it, and I would prefer if the items were not automatically destroyed. Plus, I have the slight suspicion the AI will just see, oh, I can use quills, and just use them until there's very few quills remaining, which means it will deal relatively little damage. I don't know how smart the AI is about the use of these, but I would be very surprised if they were particularly good in handling that, let's put it this way. These guys just jump randomly. Okay. You get this one. It's paralyzed. There's a dervish that is fighting one of these things. Gonna have you attack the dervish while it is engaged in combat. Kind of like a cheap shot, if you will, but, you know. I think that's okay. Those dervish are just attacking me for no reason. We could just, you know, sit down and have a tea instead. Let me close this door. Hi, dervish works himself into a blood frenzy. Who? Oh, on the northwest over there. Blood frenzy means that this guy is actually very scary because he can dismember, probably, because he appears to have axe skills. Yeah, he has a crystal battle axe, and this is always the danger of these guys. They can dismember if they have an axe. Presumably they are just spec'd into whatever style of weapon they have. A sword and scrounge, and death pill the cult of Surashir. Okay, just a regular old swordem. Svardem. Oh. The Kupala got somebody. Ho ho. And you got disarmed. No more dismembering for you. Where's the countdown? 100 turns. Okay. Right. Knock this guy out, please. You can see it's really slow to just manually target every single enemy that my allies are allowed to knock out, but this is just the safe way of doing things, which is not necessarily the most exciting, but I am not confident enough in my ability to assess a danger quickly and accurately. So I'm basically kind of also forcing myself to take a step back, look at the situation, and try to assess whether anything could be particularly dangerous in any given moment. Right, let's go in here. And just manually attack him. This thing does have pretty good chance to hit it diffuse. I do take some damage. Open this thing. Engraved steel battle axe. Crystal battle axe. Shadow Shear stories. We're gonna leave it here. It's another good growth, predictably so. Once again, they grow whenever there is... Ow! You can slam. They grow whenever there's blood on top of grave moss, which is kind of inevitably going to happen when you traverse these areas here. Alright. Crystal Albert. Huh. It's even sturdy. Right, we're gonna wait bunch of rounds, or well, we will, once the gorged growth allows us to do so. You guys can go and knock them out. Yeah, just one of our ranks is strong enough to take out pretty much each individual enemy in this section here. Okay. More gorged growths. And more. Eventually the blood is all going to be gone. Wait, why are you hostile, buddy? Weren't you just normal neutrality towards us earlier? What happened? What did I do to you? Oh, probably grave robbing. Because he's part of the cult of Shurashir, which presumably is what the people are here buried with. Crypts, warriors and tutors. Tomb of the Eaters. 2 stratas high. So where we are. High. These guys love hiding in these fake trees. There's another gorged grove. You guys can knock it out. Wow. That duplicate just hit once and it disappeared. You hit this guy. You hit the ferret, please. Paralyzed. Excellent. The exclamation mark that was over there on Chewy just now is basically the result for using the Demolish ability, which is a cudgel ability that allows you to attack with your skills without the skills going on cooldown, which is quite handy. Alright, I'm gonna berate this guy here, and then I'm gonna try and hit him alongside Bardo. Keep forgetting that berate also reduces dodge value, so more likely for us to hit this thing. Alright, Drew is chasing after this crypt ferret right there. By the way, I didn't actually even properly explain this, did I? The reason why I picked Spinneret is because now I can no longer get stuck. As in, it's not just spiderwebs, it's any kind of form of getting stuck. Getting stuck in pools of asphalt, getting stuck in sap or anything like that is now no longer a concern. Oh. I think, considering that falling down one floor doesn't seem to be too dangerous for the most part, I'm gonna let my allies engage enemies aggressively now. I don't know what they're seeing or where they're running towards, but they are just chasing after somebody. And this is mainly because Chu is just really annoying to micromanage, because her duplicates are entirely useless if her main form of engagement is not allowed to attack unless I tell her to. Ooh. Okay, there's a bunch of dervishes here, already engaged in combat. We're gonna take advantage of that. Chewy, you attack the dervish on the far side with your mental attacks, probably. Bardo and Poo-Poo, you go and attack the one that is closer. Oh, this guy has dismember. Oh, okay. That gorged growth just punched one of the enemies into the other enemies, and they're both stunned now. Hit that guy, please. Nice, one done. Immediately attack the guy above you, please. This is the one that can dismember. I hope he doesn't. Excellent. We're good. Now it's just annoying crypt ferrets everywhere. And gorge growths. You're gonna be recalled in 100 rounds. There's a thermoelectric cells with 4 grams of lava. You know, I just realized I could actually use these cells in order to move the lava from one place to another. Like pick up the lava and just dump it somewhere else. Whoa, wait, what? A ceremonial a psionic ceremonial vibrocopesh. Okay. That's gonna be my next weapon here, right there. I need to drop something else, but I'm happy to do so for that crazy weapon. Am I ever gonna use 200 weapons? Like, they are fascinating. I'm just gonna drop all of the 200 weapons right here. I don't see myself using them anytime soon, but if I do, I know where they are. I'm just gonna dump them all here in this same location. think as long as the crypt ferrets are not considered to be actively hostile, as in attacking us, our allies are not actually attacking them either. Just gonna wait 40, 20. Okay, we're good. In the meantime, attack this thing, please. I'm going to check what's in the thing. Nothing in there. Predictably so. 775 experience per richer. It's another shrine thingy over here. Statue of Bel. The statue of Bel wears its tremendous weight in polished marble. He wields his epochal aegis, storied for obstructing and swirling gas cloud in the starry dawn. I understand half of these words. So wait to go north and northwest. That's a lot of preserver dudes. Oh, this is this place where we decided to retreat for the time being. Or we might have... I don't remember what we did. That's okay though. I believe to the west is... I'm pretty sure this is the spindle. Right there, so we're on the east side of it. When I first went through this area here, I had no idea as to where I was going. I was just stumbling my way through. Bunch of full ride equipment, overloaded laser pistol. And I had absolutely no idea on how this area even worked. Oh. I think there used to be Mapangos here based on the furniture and such. But I have the slight suspicion that they are no longer here. Wasn't gonna berate this guy, so he has less dodge value. There we go. It also says strange furniture, so... It's a scrapperson chair. Presumably made out of scrap. Predictably so, I guess. 80 rounds until we get recalled. I think we mostly explored this area. What's in the center? Nothing of note. Let us wait over here. Tomb tethered. 40, 20. Okay. Okay, let's go north from here, and then we go northwest. Or west from there. I'm still hoping to find these other purple creatures. But there might just be one on each floor, because we found one in what is effectively like the cellar, the basement. And I haven't found another one earlier. Okay, alrighty, so... Danger. There's a dynamic turret thinker. And we need that thing gone immediately. Chewie, you go and hunt down that thing. You help me deal with this guy. I'm gonna tell Bardo to go and attack this guy. The thermoelectric cell is ripped from your body. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay. We also lost the other equipment pieces. We need to collect everything again. Death Pilgrim dies. Okay, so this is the first time this happened, and it's gonna be really annoying. In fact, I might just let my buddy stay here for a while until I deal with that annoyance. I'm gonna drop this so I have a bit more carrying capacity. Why did I pick up grave goods? I don't actually want these. Anyways, something got ripped from me. In this case, it was a thermoelectric cell. And the reason is because there on the other side is some form of a magnet that attracts metallic items from the entire area. This is my cell that I just got ripped from me. You lack a joker, your color is dragged away. Fantastic. This is the chopper recoiler right here and the mag hammer. You remember the mag hammer is a weapon from Chewie. I'm gonna give that immediately back over to her so she can equip it. Because our allies are not smart enough to go and pick up their items again. This is a detuned antimatter reactor. Grab the crystal halberd and give that over to Barda because that was his weapon. Now he has it again and he has it equipped. What got ripped away from you, Ubu? Actually, it was probably the tinkering bits. You have longsword, greatsword, longsword. I think you're good on weaponry. Okay, I'll need to be taking stock. Kyakuka recoil is ripped from your body. I wonder if... Hold up. If I activate the force field, does that help with this? Oh, okay, that force field did not last as long as I hoped it would. Let me unequip this. Equip activated ontological anchor. Maybe that's gonna help. The cupola is gonna go through the ground. The thing is, I don't know where the thing is that tracks the item. There it is. It's right here. This is a pulse field magnet and death pilgrim. Oh no, it's gonna be a common enemy around here, isn't it? Oh no. This is gonna happen many times. Probably. Anyways, this thing is a magnet. And it is not connected to any power grid or anything like that. It's just a really strong magnet that just rips away your items. Tomb of the Eater's recoils are ripped away from your body. Okay, at least I know now the ontological anchor is entirely pointless for me to activate it, so I can deactivate it, and my Vibra Capesh has proper damage penetration again. There's also dynamic turret tinker on the west. Okay, that thing is gone. I pick up my recoiler from below me. There's also a random robot here. Also, Death Pilgrim of the Sharashirian Society. High explosive miners, okay. So, danger of high explosives. There's also that dynamic turret tinker. I'm gonna try and get to that turret tinker. Oh, what the heck? Defoliant turret? I didn't even know that could exist. Huh. Oh, you have a freeze rate turret. It's kinda rude. Let me try to swipe the weapon off of this turret here. And I got frozen by the energy beam. Let me phase out of phase so it can no longer freeze me. 1 round, 2 more rounds I think. No, 2 more now. Until I'm no longer frozen. I will phase back in 2 rounds. The turret froze itself or something like that. Actually, the turret tinker is getting attacked by the ferrets. I'm just gonna let the ferrets do the work. Yeah, they latched onto the thing. It should no longer be able to go away. And I'm hiding behind the conservator, so the freeze rate turret doesn't freeze me. Look at how much damage it does, but thankfully only to plants. Which actually, now I think about it, that would be a huge danger to Ubu, because she would take a tremendous amount of damage from this defoliant stuff. Because that's 29 tick damage. I'm glad I'm leaving her behind there. Maybe I should just always do this against the turret tinkers. Okay, I might be able to get to the turret tinker here. Yeah, I can hit him. Okay, I think he died. See, no more turreting, now it's just turrets. Guys, don't attack me. That's just rude. I'm gonna berate the guy that is latched onto me. Who's latched onto me? I don't know. I'm gonna berate you. Stop attacking me, you fool. I'm trying to help you, or something like that. Or at least I'm not trying to kill you in particular. Actually, freeze ray sounds like a great idea. I forgot that I could do that. Freeze. Oh, you're latching onto me. I'm trying to go northwest. Oh, you are now latched onto me. You're a dingus. Let me phase out so I can move. Wait until the turret shoots to my right. It might actually have run out of charge. Swipe. I didn't swipe the weapon away. Okay, it's dead. Knock out the defoliant turret. Alrighty. It was just one magnet, so we're good on that side. There is, I think, a normality turret on the west or something. Freeze. Also, in case you're curious, why are the conservators not attacking certain creatures? Basically, whatever has the mark of death is what they are not attacking, and these crypt ferrets... You entered the sarcophagus? You failed to extricate yourself from the sarcophagus. I'm gonna phase out of it. Exit. I cannot phase out of it. Can I recoiler out of it? Because I'm worried this could be instant death if I spend too much time in here. Let me try to recoiler from here. I didn't pay attention. I did not know this could happen. It will become apparent later, but I'm worried that this could be an instant death. Let's go to Still Grounds. Okay. You extricate yourself from the sarcophagus. Good. That could be scary. My goodness. Wow. We still have the same music. The ominous music. Okay, the music is now back to normal-ish. Huh. I'm gonna drop my psionic weapons here aside from the Vibrocopesh. So if I want it again, we can use it here. Similarly, I'm just gonna drop all of the books here. Okay. Then I have to recharge my batteries. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm actually going to go to the overworld. We're all the way in the northwest, back to Still Grunts. I'm going to take one step on the overworld and another one. And I hope this is... Yeah, it's daytime. All of my solar cells should be now recharged, so I can teleport back here. And I can run back to my friends, which I left behind, because, oh my goodness, I did not want to deal with more turret tinkers like that. That could be super dangerous, and honestly, the defoliant thing is something I hadn't even considered even a little bit previously. Also, unfortunately, it will not become apparent this time around. Hey, there's just some random brain. Again, I'm just gonna grab this. Because the ferrets are gonna grab it anyways if I don't. So might as well potentially put it to good use. Then again, what is brain brine? Oh, right, we can't go around here, not easily. The bell is not tolling again. It feels very inconsistent how it triggers. Alright. I think one north is where my buddies are. Yeah, there you are. Okay. We should probably be good to be able to go there. Is that... Oh, it's a sapstain copper nugget. Looks like a gold nugget. I would pick up a gold nugget, but... Where's Chewie? Oh, you're up there. My goodness. Okay, let's move up in here. You guys can go and fight things. We should be fine now. Probably. Although there was still that other turret on the west. But it's a normality turret, so we should be okay on that side. They are just trying to knock out these annoying weasels. Ferrets. As we come across them. Doom tethered in here. Oh! Oh, there is a Crypts over here. Guys, need a bit of help with this one. Maybe I don't, and we would be perfectly fine. But it's a bit safer if I just request their help. That's a weird tomb, and that one is kind of half broken. And there was still a functioning Crypts in there that ended up aggroing after I opened up the chest. Which is definitely fascinating. So we're in the northeast corner of the map, on the top right if you will. If you imagine just kind of like a 3x3 square, kind of like your numpad. On the numpad number we would be on 9 right now. There's more turrets on the left that I'm kind of worried about. Oh my goodness, guys. Thanks, Uber. We keep getting absolutely crazy amounts of experience. Oh, there's a freeze turret. Oh. Third time's the charm. 3 of us were trying to attack that freezing turret. The third one got him. Okay. There's a fly right there. That fly has really good accuracy. Holy crap, dude. Let me try and freeze it. Because I would prefer not to get attacked by that thing. Freeze, and then attack you. I'm hungry. Salty, oily chemicals. In case you're wondering, by the way, anytime you pour a liquid onto the ground, it becomes salty. So even if I were to, let's say, pour pure water onto the ground, it will still become salty anyways. For what it's worth. Also, speaking of hunger, I am hungry. You can't cook with hostiles nearby. I don't see any, but they might just be hidden in this corner. Camp now. There we go. Preserve. Get some grave moss. Bear jerky. Why not? And secrets. Cycle gland placed. I'm not terribly worried about most things here. Oh, I was inspired again. I did it again. Is that like the 6th or 7th time this playthrough that I did this? Then again, I don't know what other recipes I would want to go for. I probably need to sit down and learn how recipes work, and that should hopefully give me an understanding as to what I may or may not want to have in terms of recipes or potential like things. The main purpose of creating a recipe is that you can guarantee a certain outcome when you have it as a recipe, or at least you have a high likelihood of being able to choose what you're trying to get out of it, if you will. So if there's like 5 different outcomes, I can choose between 3, and the one I choose, I can make a recipe out of to guarantee the same effect occurring again in the future, which is why cooking with inspiration is so potentially powerful. Where did the... Was there no crypts over here? Oh, it's at the entrance. You guys just moved them over there. Okay, you attack this guy. You attack this guy. Oh, there's some brain. Again, I'm just grabbing it here. It's like literally me observing the area, if you will, changes the outcome of how it has been, because unless I, the player, am present in a field, nothing is happening, and the creatures are just in stasis. Also, there's a freeze ray. Bardo, I'm curious how well you might be using a freeze ray. It's also jacked, so you can use your own electrical charge for it. If I catch you accidentally freezing us more than once every blue moon, we're taking it away from you again. But who knows? Okay, I think this northern area here, which is to the left of us, should be the last area we need to check out. There's a bunch of gorged groves here. We've already been in this area, and these lampreys were already attacking all sorts of things. Ooh, there's a hole here, but only one. One hole indicates that there was a gelatinous cube that decided to dig through the ground, which is fine. Multiple holes next to each other would indicate a full Crete catapult. There's another staircase up here, for what it's worth. I'm so glad these lampreys are not hostile towards us. But then again, I do have a normality gas pump, so I'm almost tempted to fight them, purely because I want to know how good that could be. Thank you. Ooh, just paralyzing these guys is absolutely amazing, so they cannot dodge. While I'm just exploring the vicinity here, our bodies are just gaining us experience left and right. Clean all my items. And the nice thing is, I feel like at this point, comfortable enough to say that we are pretty strong. Like, I think we're gonna be quite alright overall. Chewie, I wanted to clean your stuff. Also, Knight the Bardo. So actually, I guess in a sense, we all have our special traits now at this point, which is quite fun. Oh, there's another Gorge Grove from the west that Chewie is fighting. We all have our traits at this point, which is quite fun. Chewie has really good mental attacks and can duplicate herself. Ubu is absurdly fast and can just like duel basically anything without too much trouble because she has absolutely high accuracy. Okay. Bardo, you're a dingus. You just froze Chewie as well. See, this is why you don't give your allies ranged weapons. Drop it on the ground, buddy. Oh, there's a crypt ferret. Picking up that freeze gun again. But yeah, they're not smart about it. Like, the problem is he also has no idea what is the strongest weapon, so he just randomly uses abilities, even though just regular attacks would be just the best thing. Which is why hook and drag is not something I should allow him to use. It seems like teleporting out of the area and back in is what made it just no longer count down the bells, which is probably not an intended method of shutting down the bells, but simultaneously, once you understand how it works, the only downside is if you just briefly not pay attention, you just have to walk back, and it doesn't tend to be particularly dangerous. Well, actually, I say that, But I'm actually really not sure, because being entombed in one of the sarcophagi feels like it could be extremely dangerous. Because if you can't get out of there, you might be stuck in there. It could be I couldn't get out of there because I don't have enough strength to do so. But I'm not keen on finding out. This is a slender, sturdy handrail. Okay. Slender means it is less heavy, sturdy means it cannot be destroyed by traditional means. Okay, and I think we cleared out this entire second floor of the strata. There's a staircase right here, so I think we'll be ready to go up to the next floor. Oh, there's another laser turret. Let's try and knock this out. As you can see, these lampreys keep getting killed and revived and killed and revived. Oh, thanks, Ubu. Alrighty. However, I'm also going to go ahead and say I'm gonna leave it at this for now. I didn't realize I was already going for 2.5 hours pretty much. This is a long one to try and traverse, especially if you're trying to be thorough, which I'm attempting to be, because I'm hoping to find the other 2 or maybe 1 creatures that we can use the ridiculous device on. I genuinely have no idea what that device will be, but or what that will be, but we'll figure it out. This is part of the personal enjoyment I get out of playing Caves of Cut. There's so many crazy possibilities, and it's entirely possible that I give the strange device to the creature, it teleports away, and I will never know what happened because something... I just read it, and it's going out in the world doing things or something like that, and maybe you import the safe into Caves of Cut 2 in 20 years, and then something happens. Probably not, though. Anyways, that's that for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening and for lurking. Take good care of yourselves, and, well, hopefully until next time. Bye-bye.